the coach of the Chicago Wolves, Cam Abbott, the last one, and we're going to talk it special. It's about family. And I'm not sure how this would be. I played in Europe once under a contract for 3 months, and I was gone for those 3 months, but family wasn't allowed to come.
Okay.
You're over here now. Your family's back in Sweden. They are coming to visit, et cetera. But how has that been? How was the talk about what you were going to do when you're coming to Chicago?
Well, this will be a little window into the private life here, which is great. Yeah, I mean, family is so important to everything in my world. And my wife has been ultra supportive through this whole hockey adventure. We met up in the very north of Sweden when I played up there, and Malin has been along for the ride as we've become, as I became a coach after playing, and the 3 kids that we've had together, and continue to enjoy their presence in our lives. And this opportunity in particular in Chicago was one which she's making possible. The kids and her are back in Sweden for this season, and will be joining me for the next couple of years here in Chicago. But both her and the kids want to see their dad happy and having fun and working. And she said, if this is what is good for you and good for us, then we're going to make it work. And so here we are. We're right in the middle of it, and we're able to FaceTime every day. They're coming to visit next week for the first time, and we're finding a way through it. So it's been great.
Isn't it cool having FaceTime though? It's
very helpful. Yeah.
Back in my day, you wouldn't have been able to see anybody really. You'd have to get on the phone and feed the. So you have 3 children. William, of course, Charlie, and Lily.
Great name.
Are they involved in sport? I know. I read about William obviously, and we talked a little bit about it earlier. But they're all involved in sports.
They are. Yeah. Mullins. My wife has been an athlete her whole lives, and I like to think that our kids can enjoy a healthy lifestyle involved with all different types of activities, whatever they're interested in pursuing and committing themselves to for at least one full season. If they choose to, whether it's tennis or soccer or swimming or hockey or dance or whatever it is, they have that opportunity. So right now, William's 9, turning 10 years old this spring, and Charlie's turning 8. My daughter Lily is 6. They're very active, and my wife Malin is working full time, but also a bit of a taxi driver for Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends as well over in Sweden this year.
Let me ask you, since you've been over there for such a long period of time, the difference, and I'm sure it's the same in all sports, but everything in North America revolves around the game. I think in Europe, it's revolved about learning the game and practicing more than the game itself. Do you see that? Do you know, maybe talk a little bit about that and how it develops maybe kids in any sport to be better?
Again, this is just my perception and my experience of it. I think there's so many positive aspects of youth sports here in North America, and wonderful people working in these areas. Specifically in Sweden, the advantages I've seen have been like you mentioned, the focus on practice time, on quality instruction that happens at a rate of 3, 4, 1-to-1 practices to games. And for instance, early on, soccer practice would entail at least 3 times before you'd play a game. And even the games there's no score being kept. There's no tryouts in youth sports until they're 14 years old. In hockey, for instance, anybody that has an interest in playing in Sweden hockey has a chance to get on the ice, and equipment will be more or less provided, and the costs are not prohibitive at all, and that's an advantage that they have to keep kids active and healthy and involved in the sports for as long as possible. It's not perfect by any means, but the other aspect is youth sports. There's an understanding amongst in the whole culture that officials are respected, that parents are there to cheer everybody on, that it's not about the winning or the losing. It's not the parents playing playing the sport through their kids. It is more a focus on the development, in my opinion, and the experience that's offered for the kids, and something that I reflect on when I'm raising my my three in their sports, and so that's something maybe we can continue to get better at in certain areas of youth athletics over here, but. Again, just perceptions from mine,
Right.
and I definitely think there's a lot for everybody to learn from different approaches around the world.
Well, I think we'll end it with that note, and I like that perception. That's what I was getting to, because I think it's a little bit different over here, and it's changing, but I think Europe seemingly has it down pat, or at least a little bit better. I want to thank you for joining us. A lot of fun, lots of great stories, and best of luck all year.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
We'll be back with more of Wolves hockey after this.